or Eve Missy went 21st. So they've had several one-and-done type players in recent years, and it's fully anticipated that BJ Edgecombe will be the next.
Over the last 8 years, they've had more McDonald's All-Americans than McDonald's franchises around here, man. It's been crazy. You heard me. I took my headphones off, and I was talking to the official. What's this official's name?
Jeffrey Anderson.
I said, how did you get your unique running style? He said he had 2 herniated discs in his back. And his chiropractor, one of his friends, told him, keep your back straight and just lift your knees in the air. It takes pressure off your back. And he said from the free throw line to the baseline is when most athletes, when they try to break down, their slow down their running, they pound and it hurts the lower back. He says once he gets to the free throw line area, he turns and like almost does the cha-cha to the baseline sideways, so it takes the pressure off of his back.
So there is method to the madness and not just a weird way of running. It's good research, T, now.
Yes, sir.
Well, the Bearcats arrived here in Waco late last night. As you might imagine, if you were listening in the Cincinnati area, the record amount of snow that we've received in recent days made it a little bit difficult for Cincinnati to get out of town. We sat on a team plane for several hours last night and arrived here in Waco at 1 in the morning local time. That's 2 in the morning back in Cincinnati. The players were allowed to sleep in late. Came over to the gym for a very short shooting practice around lunchtime today, but they're well rested. They're ready to go. And although it was a little bit inconvenient last night, no big deal, all things considered.
Yeah, a little bit longer in the we're sitting around waiting in the terminal for a good over an hour. About 3.5 hours on the plane. I mean, if you didn't load up your Netflix, it would have been different. You know, I had several series. I was watching the Equalizer with Queen Latifah. I must have went through half the series, at least one season, waiting on this plane because our stewardess, God bless him, he didn't control this. Okay, everybody put your seats up. We're ready to take off. Hour later. Okay, everybody put your seats up. We're ready to take off.
Our plane was missing a part.
Yes.
They needed to get a part, or it had a defective part. I shouldn't say missing, but in any case, they got it fixed. We got here, and the Bearcats are good and ready to go. They are wearing black unis on the road tonight, black jerseys with red numerals trimmed in white, and black shorts. The Baylor Bears are wearing white uniforms with green numbers, green letters, and gold trim.
Dan Skilling's normal routine is he comes over and puts his shoes on a little sticky pad, and it's happens to be right in front of us. I just a good charm on his hands to say, hey, go out there and play with toughness.
Dan Skillings has been solid over the last couple of games. He scored 18 points in each of Cincinnati's first 2 Big 12 games. Unfortunately, most of his teammates have been much, much colder than he has been from the floor.
It's because he's an awkward scorer. He scores in bunches of ways, not just three-point shooting, which he's been very good in that area, but he gets it every way he can get it.
Baylor will be missing a couple of key subs tonight. Jalen Celestine and Langston Love, both unavailable due to ankle injuries. The opening tap hit a couple of times and ultimately controlled by the Baylor Bears, so Baylor has the ball to begin this game. It's in the hands of Jeremy Roach, a Duke transfer. Plays catch with none. Roach gets the ball back. He's on the U in the interlocking BU. Now he passes to Orchad, feeds it under the basket, and a reverse layup is up and in by Ojanwana.
I saw that play over and over versus Iowa State on film.
2-0 Baylor, man-to-man defense by the Bears. Cincinnati has it in the front court. Chisel James dribbling outside the arc left, works it toward the top of the key. Now Skillings at the right point. Back to the left side in Jizzle. Driving to the left elbow, now drives to the bucket. He's under the hoop, guarded by a tall player, so he throws it outside to Simas Lukosius. Jizzle for 3 from the corner, and it's blocked out of bounds by Omir.
West did the little circle with the finger, tried to see if he can get a little bit more time put on there.
Less than a second left on the shot clock, 7/10, so the Bearcats can catch and shoot. They'll have to. Simas looking to get it inbounds. Still looking. Fires to Jizzle James, got up a jumper, and it did not hit the rim. That is a 30-second violation. An inauspicious start for Cincinnati offensively. Jeremy Roach walking the ball up the floor. Jizzle James will pick him up at the center court stripe. It is 2-0 Baylor, 1 minute in. Jalen Nunn feeds it to Edgecombe, the highly touted freshman with hesitation dribble. Now Roach, top of the circle. Jizzle James defends. Ojanwuna comes up to set a screen. Roach throws an alley-oop. Ojanwuna couldn't catch it. Cincinnati comes away with a loose ball. Here's Dylan Mitchell outside the arc left, driving toward the bucket, gets to the low block, and a reach-in foul is called on Jeremy Roach.
Dylan Mitchell, very familiar with this Baylor squad. Had great games against them.
Face Baylor with Texas each of the last 2 years. Lukosius will throw it in from the baseline, lobs it out to the wing, and Skillings into the corner to Lukosius. Faked a three-point shot. Now Skillings drives. They kick it out to Lukosius. Open three. Got it.
I mean, if they're going to sink down below the screen, then this is one of those games where CMOS can get going.
Baylor statistically has been terrible this year at defending the three. Maybe we just saw why. 3-2 Cincinnati, 18-14 left in the first half. Here's Edgecombe, top of the circle, under the basket for O'Meara, spins, pivots. His shot rejected by Aziz Bandego. The ball goes out to Dan Skillings, dribbles into the front court. Now Dylan Mitchell has it just outside the arc. Bandego trying to drive, and he had his pocket picked by O'Meara, driving to the bucket, running shot, no good. Rebound hits the floor, and the loose ball fought for. We got a tie-up, and Cincinnati will get it.
I don't like Aziz Bandego trying to create from the top of the key, drilling through double teams. He knows that's out of his wheelhouse. He just patted his chest and said, my bad. Pass the ball to playmakers, set the screen, roll to the rim.
Honestly, this is game 14. That's the first time he's tried to do that all year that I can remember.
Yes.
So I think he learned his lesson. Will not do it again tonight. Cincinnati has the ball, leading 3-2. James, foul line extended left, dribbles to the top of the circle, guarded by Ojanwuna. Jizzle driving into the paint, passes to Mitchell, 15-footer, too strong, and rebounded by Baylor. Roach, long lead feed, caught by O'Meara, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, just outran the defense. Skillings reached out, tried to tap it away, just off of his outstretched hand. Couldn't get it.
Baylor 4, Cincinnati 3. 17-12 left in the half. Jizzle James dribbling top of the circle, lobs it under the basket, caught by Bandego, pump fakes, and draws a foul.
And that's key because that's on O'Meara. And, they're not very deep today. They're going to play about 7, and he is their best rebounder, the NCAA's best returning rebounder on the season.
75 double-doubles in his college career. He fouled Bandego as he was going up to shoot, so Aziz gets a pair of free throws. His first one of the night is on its way, and he puts it in.
He's on pace to get 2,000 rebounds. Think about this. He'll be one of the first players since Hank Gathers to have 2,000 points and 2,000 rebounds in a season.
In a career.
In a career. I'm sorry. In a season.
That would be a hell of a year. Second foul shot by Bandego is good, so Aziz makes them both, and Cincinnati is back in front. 5-4 Bearcats, 3 minutes into the game.
How much is that average for 32 games?
That'd be a lot. Baylor has it in the front court. Jalen Nunn wearing a white headband and a white wristband on his left arm only. Dribbling 30 feet away from the bucket, guarded by Skillings. Crossover dribble, drives into the lane. His shot up and in.
Yeah, just got it just barely by Dan Skillings. Dan Skillings made the play at the rim, couldn't get it.
Baylor 6, Cincinnati 5. Lukosius feeds it down low, caught by Bandego. Guarded by a guard. He throws it outside the arc. Run down before going out of bounds by Jizzle James. Crossover dribble, puts up a shot. It is no good. Roach tried to draw a charge. The officials didn't go for it. Baylor comes up with a loose ball. Here's Nunn, who just made the two-pointer. He shoots a three-pointer. It's good. And Baylor has taken a 9-5 lead with 5 straight points. Cincinnati has it in the front court. Lukosius has it outside the arc. Bandego sets a screen. Now Dylan Mitchell penetrating to the free throw line. Spins. Feeds it toward the wing. Caught by Jizzle James. Drives baseline. Picked up by O'Meara on a switch. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Jizzle James. Feeds it out to Lukosius. Pump fakes. Now shoots the three. In and out, no good. Dunked home by Aziz Bandego.
But it's the freedom of Seamoss, the coach, is being able to make shots that draws everybody away from the rim so a guy like Aziz can go and get a follow-up dunk.
That dunk for Aziz, his 38th of the year. He leads college basketball in dunks. Cincinnati trails 9-7. Omier drives to the low block. Spins again. Bank shot, and he puts it up and in.
He just got to his spot. Just backed him all the way down. Dylan Mitchell, he did. And Dylan, good perimeter defender. Guy shooting the passing lanes. One of his weaknesses is guarding in the post.
Omier is in his 5th college season. He has averaged a double-double in all 5. That's amazing. Baylor up 11-7. We'll have a timeout at the next dead ball. Lukosius for 3. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound, Bandego. Cross-court pass caught by Jizzle James. Drives baseline, shoots a fall away, and hits from 15 feet.
Now you can tell he's going to look to be aggressive as Coach Wes Miller wants him to be.
Baylor up by 2, 11-9. 14:40 left in the half. Edgecombe has it just past center court. Underhand handoff for Roach. Roach guarded by Jizzle James. Passes to the left wing, and Edgecombe tried to feed it down low. Omier failed to catch it, and it goes out of bounds for a turnover.
It's great defense by the Bearcats on the last couple of possessions. If they can eliminate the plays where they're not getting good sets on offense and get back on defense and give a half man to help defensively, the Bearcats are in good shape. 3
Baylor players and head coach Scott Drew converged on our lead official, Kip Kissinger, to get in some early complaints about the way the first 5.5 minutes have been called.
Maybe the Jizzle James lean in with the shoulder.
We'll take a timeout. We got 14:21 left in the half. The score is 11-9 Baylor. This is Bearcat Basketball presented by Ralph's American Grill on News Radio 700 WLW.
AE Door and Window has grown a lot, but will always be a hometown company.
We offer our neighbors top quality products at a great price with the best team of technicians.
Learn more at aeDoorsales.com.
Your hometown garage door company,
where we sell the best and service the rest.
Tony Pike here, and I'm thrilled to partner with Pella Windows and Doors of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. Like me, Pella goes beyond strength, beauty, and durability. With unmatched passion and precision, they craft every window and door just for your home. PellaWindowsCincinnati.com. Build something great.
Has your son or daughter achieved perfect attendance or made the honor roll at school? Take them to Ralph's American Grill to enjoy a free milkshake. Our restaurant is perfect for the whole family, whether they're here for a nice meal or looking to go beyond the dining table and take part in free line dancing lessons on select days. We also offer specials and deals during football season and other sporting events. Visit our website at ralphsgrill.com to view the complete event schedule. That's ralphsgrill.com.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage you need. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
This is 700 WLW, the home of the UC Bearcats.
Baylor leads Cincinnati by 2, 11-9, 14:21 left in the first half, and Bearcat Basketball is brought to you in part by your Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com for all Toyota offers. Toyota, let's go places.
Cats are going to have to cool down these Bears. They're shooting 62.5%, 5 of 8. But the Cats are only shooting 3 of 9. But for saving graces, for the sake of that, the Bearcats are leading on the glass 7-2 with 4 offensive rebounds, 2 by Aziz Bandego. So the Bearcats can control the glass. It gives themselves an opportunity to get those kick-out shots. One of the best things Aziz Bandego does when he gets offensive rebounds, he's not looking to finish. He's looking to find three-point shooters, and that's one of his strengths. He found Seamoss Lukosius. Seamoss Lukosius hit a long 3. Eventually you'll see Dan Skillings. You have Dede Thomas in the game now. So continue to control the glass and then be opportunistic and run. Make them get up and down the floor because they're playing short body today.
We are courtside here at the Foster Pavilion. Each of us enjoying a Dr. Pepper, which was invented in Waco, Texas back in the 1800s. And there is actually a Dr. Pepper museum in Waco. I have not been yet, but I do like the product. Dede Thomas has checked in for Cincinnati, so has Connor Hickman. The Bearcats have the ball trailing by 2. Skillings has it between the circles. Ojanwuna defends. He's got gigantic arms.
Yeah.
Skillings now feeds it to Hickman, to the right wing, and Lukosius under the basket for Bandego. Dribbles once, pump fakes, and a foul be called on Baylor.
And Aziz Bandego was backing down, and he was going to do what he does. He takes a big step in the middle and then does an up and under move. Sometimes he uses that left-hand hook, but it was a wasted foul on Baylor.
3 fouls on Baylor, none so far on Cincinnati. Lukosius lobs it in to Skillings, into the corner to Seamoss, draws a double team and gets tripped. And if it's on Ojanwuna, and it is, that's 2 in a span of about 5 seconds on him.
And I know the coaches can complain and get upset. Rightfully so if I was the coach that was on the recipient end of that, but that was a trip.
Ojanwuna pulled out. Arrington Page checks in for Cincinnati for Aziz Bandego. Skillings has it near the top of the circle. Now Dede Thomas outside the arc left. Cross-court pass caught by a leaping Lukosius. 13 left on the shot clock. Back to center court and Skillings. Dan drives to the left elbow, throws a bounce pass intended for a cutting Connor Hickman. It got kicked out of bounds by Baylor, and that will reset the shot clock to 20. Tyler Betsy coming in. Lukosius will check out. Dan Skillings coming out, and Dylan Mitchell returns. 13:40 left in the half. Baylor has a 2-point lead, 11-9. Betsy will inbound from the baseline. Lobs it in, caught on the wing by Hickman, into the corner to Betsy. Back up top for Connor Hickman. He drives, finds Betsy open in the corner. 3-point shot, too strong. Rebounded by O'Meara. Dribbles quickly into the front court. Now Rob Wright has the ball. He came in during the timeout, highly touted freshman, and he's dribbling the ball outside the arc. Edgecombe catches as they do a little weave outside the 3-point line. Edgecombe still has it. Now drives into the lane for a running floater. It comes up short. Ball's on the floor and scooped up by Connor Hickman. Begins dribbling the other way. Passes to Dede Thomas, who explodes baseline. Passes to Betsy, open on the wing. Now up top for Hickman. Swings it left. And Arrington Page stepped out of bounds. Or Dylan Mitchell, rather.
As he canters. Official. Take your time on the perimeter. They're not forcing you off your spot. Just pass the ball. Get to your spot.
Jason Asamoah is checked into the game for Baylor. As we mentioned earlier, 2 of their key subs are unavailable tonight with ankle injuries. Rob Wright has the ball out near center court. Now Edgecombe outside the arc. Betsy trying to stay with him. Edgecombe drives, gets into the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound scooped up by Arrington Page. Throws it ahead for Dede Thomas. Trying to drive to the bucket with a left hand. Bank shot, no good. And rebounded by Baylor. Here's Wright spinning into the front court. Waiting for his teammates to catch up. Wright to the free throw line. Finds a cutting O'Meara. Lays it up and in, and a foul is called on Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was weak defensively. He got hit as he was gathering himself. He takes the 2 steps, gets the NBA continuation, but there was nobody contesting at the rim to block the shot. Like, he just conceded the layup, which I don't like.
Reach-in foul called on Dede Thomas, his first. Baylor is up by 4, 13-9. Jeremy Roach is checked back into the game. VJ Edgecombe to the bench. The foul shot is up and in by Norchad O'Meara, and he has 7 points in the first half. Half of Baylor's 14, and the Bears lead the Bearcats 14-9. Dede Thomas between the circles. Dribbles toward the right point, picked up on a switch by Nunn. Now it's Betsy. Dribbles inside the 3-point line, passes up top for Dede, drives to the basket, and had the ball knocked out of bounds by Baylor. And that takes us to the under 12-minute media timeout. The score 14-9 Baylor. This is Bearcat Basketball presented by Ralph's American Grill on News Radio 700 WLW.
From the first one born in the USA to the tens of millions that followed, from the American highways to the NASCAR race days, more people have counted on their Camrys than any other car for over 22 years. And now, Camry is even better. It's all hybrid all the time to be more efficient yet powerful. With available all-wheel drive for the capability to go wherever you want to go in style and comfort. For the latest offers, go to Toyota.com and make your own history. Toyota, let's go places.
Encore Technologies provides IT solutions for a data-centered world with a suite of services from mobile computing to desktop to data center, supporting both centralized and work-from-home computing models to improve efficiency and productivity. Visit Encore.tech. The path to innovation begins here.
Craving Penn Station East Coast subs? Skip the line and order online at penn-station.com. Get your favorite sub with fresh cut fries and fresh squeezed lemonade. Visit penn-station.com.
From the first one born in the USA to the tens of millions that followed, from the American highways to the NASCAR race days, more people have counted on their Camrys than any other car for over 22 years. And now, Camry is even better. It's all hybrid all the time to be more efficient yet powerful. With available all-wheel drive for the capability to go wherever you want to go in style and comfort. For the latest offers, go to Toyota.com and make your own history. Toyota, let's go places.
700 WLW.
UC Bearcat Basketball is brought to you in part by Cincinnati Tax Resolution, powered by TOEF Sheldon. We have 11:59 left in the half. Cincinnati is 3 for 11. Baylor is 6 for 11. And the Bears have a 14-9 lead as a result.
What I would like to see from the Bearcats, crisper offense. You know, you're shaking off the rust, so you got to gather some intelligence after the first, thank you, sir, after the first 8 to 12 minutes. Once you start getting around the 8-minute mark of the first half, you should know exactly how to attack this team, what they're going to do defensively, and how they're going to attack you offensively. So when you have the lineup that you have on the floor right now, you got Day Thomas and you got Tyler Betsy. Tyler Betsy needs some handoffs. A lot of times you got to penetrate and kick it to him because he can't create his own shot. So the best time to kick it to Tyler Betsy is when it comes from the opposite wing when the defense is adjusted. You attack the middle and then you kick it. I've seen Day Thomas do this several times where he comes out of the high ball screen from the wing, gets into the paint, draws the middle part of the defense, and then kicks it to the corner, and that's where Tyler Betsy's at his best.
Norchad Omier proving to be a handful in the early going. No big surprise there, part of Miami's Final Four team 2 years ago. He has had as many as 35 points in a game and as many as 26 rebounds in a game. 26?
26. What was he playing with, a junior team? That's a lot of rebounds.
Cincinnati will inbound in the front court with 9 seconds to shoot. Betsy inbounds on the wing for Day Thomas. Now Arrington Page passes to Hickman. Here's Dylan Mitchell with 4 to shoot. Finds Hickman open for 3. Wide right, rebounded by Baylor. Edgecombe fires it ahead. The ball gets deflected to Baylor, and it goes out of bounds off Asamoah.
It went off of his leg. He didn't kick it. He threw it right at his leg. I don't know what they're getting upset about. 3 officials out there. They all were looking at the play, and none of them called it.
Cincinnati has the ball, trailing by 5. 11:39 left in the first half. Bearcats having a hard time getting good shots so far against Baylor. Always a good defensive team under Scott Drew. Day Thomas between the circles. Pump fakes. Now penetrates with the left hand. Skip pass to a wide open teammate. Mitchell's 3 is an air ball. Rebounded by Omier. Now Roach driving to the bucket. Passes into the corner. Edgecombe for 3. Count it.
They don't call it technical? No? They're just going to... So the referee blew the whistle after the basket was made. I don't know why he blew the whistle.
In any case, Cincinnati will bring Simas Lukosius back into the game. Tyler Betsy will exit. Baylor has taken a 17-9 lead, and the Bears are on a 6-0 run. Cincinnati hasn't scored in 3.5 minutes. Day Thomas jogging into the front court. Mitchell sets a pick. Now Lukosius outside the arc left, driving to the free throw line, stops for a 2-point jumper. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Arrington Page. Outside to Day for 3, and he's got it.
Arrington Page, offensive rebound. I like to see when Arrington's on the block, give him the ball. They look at him and they can pass the ball and keep doing perimeter plays. let him ISO on the glass, on the box.
Cincinnati ended the drought. The Bearcats trail 17-12. Now a deflection by Day Thomas. Ball goes out of bounds off him. Aziz Bandega will come in. Arrington Page will exit. 17-12 Baylor, 10:35 left in the half. Nunn will throw it in from the sideline. Passes it in to Jeremy Rush. Spent the last 4 years at Duke. Played Final Four 3 years ago. Here's Omier. Now it's Nunn, who played for Baylor last year. Backs outside the arc. Feed it to Edgecombe. Edgecombe spinning into the paint. Stops, pump fakes. Tough shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Banked it in from straight away.
Yeah, he threw that up to try to get it back, and it happened to hit the right angle on the glass and go straight in.
Sometimes Scud missiles go in. Baylor leads 19-12. Here's Simas Lukosius, defended by Roach. Now Day for three, and he bangs in his second in a row.
How about that? I mean, just the confidence keeping the Bearcat game.
He's got the second, or the best three-point percentage on the team so far this year, making 40% coming into the game, and he's 2 for 2. 19-15, Baylor by 4. Nunn between the circles. Hickman defends. Edgecombe sets a pick. Nunn with some fancy dribbling. Penetrates left of the lane. Now it's Roach. Step back three.
Good
well defended. No good. And rebounded by Day Thomas. Begins dribbling up the floor. Passes for Hickman. Lobs it down low. Caught by Bandego on the left block. He'll throw it outside for Day Thomas. Day shoots another three. Missed that one. Rebounded by Edgecombe. Here's a fast break opportunity for Baylor. Edgecombe to the rim. Layup. Good.
And they get the and one.
Connor Hickman called for the foul. Well, I guess we're seeing why so many mock drafts have Edgecombe as a top 10 pick.
He reminds you a lot of Drew Bledsoe. Looks like him, jumps in the air, decisions while he's in the air. He gets the bump while he's in the air to create separation and shoots it off the glass. A little bit how Jizzle James plays, but he is more explosive in how he attacks the basket. And he's got this killer instinct to him where he thinks every time he touches the ball, he's the best option.
He struggled in their recent loss to Iowa State. His foul shot is up and in. He's got 8 points in the first half, I believe. Baylor's last 8 points. Little full court pressure now by the Bears. They've taken a 22-15 lead. Day Thomas dribbling toward the right wing. Defended by Edgecombe. Cross-court pass caught by Jizzle James. Jizzle dribbling with a left hand outside the arc. Now he begins driving. In the corner, Jizzle gets a screen from Bandego, feeds it to Lukosius. Three-point shot is wide left and rebounded by Baylor. Here's a long pass caught under the basket. Layup attempt blocked by Aziz Bandego. As he swatted away Ojanwana's shot. Now Jizzle James drives and has the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds by Asamoah.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to go on that one. Jizzle James jumped so far away. He was just trying to get contact, but the defender kept backing up, and he ended up getting the shot blocked by the guy that's behind him.
On the other end, great block by Aziz Bandego. He's got 2 in the first half. Cincinnati inbounds to Skillings, who has not attempted a shot so far tonight. Around the perimeter to James. Now Day Thomas has it. Feeds it to Skillings. Skillings looking down low. Bandego wasn't open, so he passes top of the key for Day. Penetrates. Tough lefty bank. No good. Tipped out to the corner. Skillings for 3. Yes, sir. Nice tip out by Bandego.
Bandego, what an amazing tip out. He tipped it right in the direction. It wasn't just a tip to tip it out. He tipped it with the intent to get it to Dan Skillings in the corner.
Made 4 threes, and they trail 22-18. 7:55 left in the half. Roach, cross-court feed caught by Edgecombe outside the arc, driving into the lane. There's an alley-oop deflected by Bandego, but saved by Ojanwana. Now Roach to the right point and Nunn. 2 left to shoot. Nunn shoots a 3. No good. Ojanwana with another offensive rebound. Passes to Nunn. He's in the lane. Throws it up top for Edgecombe, and Baylor resets. 12 on the shot clock. Roach to the free throw line. Back to Edgecombe. Good defense by Day. Roach driving on Jizzle James. Edgecombe shoots for 3. It's good.
I mean, this is really good. And he's really confident. And he is carrying this Baylor team.
11 points for Edgecombe in the first half. Baylor leads 25-18. Lukosius, top of the circle for Thomas to the left point outside the arc. Jizzle James to the right side and Day-Day. He drives. Now passes backward for Jizzle. Jizzle penetrates. Tough shot in traffic. No good. Rebounded by Asamoah.
4 guys on one side. No spacing.
Here's a long pass caught under the basket, and Ojanwa lays it in.
The Bearcats switch everything, so you had Day-Day guarding Ojanwa, who's 6'10" on the block. Day-Day fronts him, he throws it over his head, just puts it straight up.
Timeout called by the Bearcats. We'll take a break. 6:40 remaining here in the half. It is Baylor 27, Cincinnati 18. This is Bearcat basketball presented by Ralph's American Grill on News Radio 700 WLW. Encore Technologies provides IT solutions for a data-centered world with a suite of services from mobile computing to desktop to data center, supporting both centralized and work-from-home computing models to improve efficiency and productivity. Visit Encore.tech. The path to innovation begins here.
Success is often determined by how well you plan and prepare for life's biggest moments. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you and your loved ones are protected for generations. You can rest assured knowing you've made the right choice, placing your trust in Western and Southern. From life insurance to retirement and investments, Western and Southern helps provide the peace of mind you need so you can be in the moment with the ones you love. Visit westernsouthern.com/